Hey, what's up, guys? Second episode. I want to talk about those two. Actually, this film. It's ORWO NP20. It's an panchromatic black and white film, and it's made in the GDR. It's East Germany, the part where I actually live and come from. It's an ISO 80 ASA film. It's made by VEB Filmfabrik Wolfen. So it's ISO 80, and I'm not quite sure. It's hard to read the imprint there. I think it's like 10 or 15 years expired. So I got two. I have shot one roll already. I went to Strasbourg for a meeting at Arte. A colleague of mine went there and I traveled with him. And I, just an hour in Strasbourg, just around the parliament there, and shot 15 shots. So one roll already, and I was kind of surprised. I show you a few of those shots right there, and I was surprised. It's an expired East Germany film. I'm not quite sure how good it was back in the days, but yeah, I kind of expected less contrast and like a foggy film, and well, I'm quite pleased with the results. I'm not quite sure it's all architecture and stuff like that. Next time I will try it with a model. Right now the weather is kind of dark and not so nice, but maybe on a bright sunny winter day I will try the second roll there. It's actually, it's old school days, they had actually packaging. Let me see if I can show you that. This is quite old, and they had like, that's actually nice. They had like instructions in there, and but no, that's the tricky part. No real instructions how to develop. So yeah, it's in this packaging, quite old. I will take it out for a moment. It's at least 10-15 years expired. It's old school, guys. It's old school. There you go. It's interesting. It's all like brown paper bag. Yeah. Some people had problems with that. The plastic didn't come off quite nice. I had no problem with the developing. So back into the bag. So what I did for developing, I researched a bit onto the web and found a few. Stilpirat, it's a German well-known photographer, had one, but was not clear about developing times and what he used in the end. So I kind of researched the web, and in the end, don't want to show you the code. So what I ended up using, I'm using the Massive Dev chart thing iPad app. If you are in home developing, go for that application. I will have an episode if you want. Let me know about that app and what I use and how I use it and why you should use it and how you use it. And as you can see, I have quite a few of my own recipes, and ORWO, and I used actually Adonal, and let me get it for you. So Adox Adonal, that's the Adonal for the new beginners. This one, as you can see, I didn't use it too much because it's more, in my opinion, it's more like a rough developer. But I don't have too much experience yet. I will have, and we'll talk about those kind of stuff in later episodes as well. So I used this one, and I kind of researched and found a few other films that kind of go in that same area. So actually I developed this one with I think with the not quite sure if it's the former pan, some other film I developed at the same time. So as you can see, I have my own settings. So this one, back with that. So I have a screenshot up, of course, and yeah, it's German. So it's 1 to 50. So what I used is, because I used a big tank, 1000 milliliter water, 20 milliliters Adonal. I had like a resolution of 1020 milliliters. 11 minutes developing, the first minute with the stick, and every minute like 4 agitations. And usually I kind of agitate slowly and not so quick and not so intense to get like a more neutral or not so contrasty look. Even with that one, I kind of use the same thing. I'm using T-Max most of the time, and I like to have a little bit more of a flatter look, not too contrasty. I can always push the contrast in post, especially when I push films like T-Max to 1600. I kind of want to reduce the grain a bit. If I want to have like a punchy, grainy image, I go for HP5 anyways. Even there, I kind of agitate slower, not that intense. So there you go, 11 minutes at 20 degrees Celsius. Yeah, then I used Fixer, T-Max Fixer, because that's what I have for my T-Max stuff, and agitated that, or for like 6 minutes. I think I got it for 8 minutes, 6 to 8 minutes with Fixer. And then the usual stuff, I use the Ilford method to wash. 5 times, 10 times and 20 times with fresh water. And yeah, so this is the stuff. And you saw the pictures right there. I shot a few of former pan at the same day, and I show you those right now. I'm not quite sure about former pan yet. I kind of like it, but also not. But maybe it was the light meter in this one. I used this Mamiya 645 Super with those films, with the most of the time with the 80 2.8, and maybe I did expose the former pan not the best way. So there you have it. Some say they have a bit of an issue sometimes with fogging, but maybe that's why you kind of have to make sure it's always refrigerated. I will put this one back into the fridge right now, and overall I'm quite surprised. It's not as sharp and detailed and contrasty like T-Max or something like that, or HP5 for that matter, but it's quite good. It's sharp enough, and if you push it a little bit more in Lightroom, you can get back the details, and I quite like it. So I will try this one in winter. We have November right now, so maybe a month or so, and try it with a model, because this one was all architecture stuff. Let me know if you have any questions about other films, or have a tip how I can develop this better, or what other expired film I should try. There are a few of them out there, and this one was the first and the only one I tried yet. All the other stuff is quite current. Okay, that's all. I talked too long already again. That's all about the ORWO NP20 panchromatic black and white film. So thanks for watching. Hit the like button or dislike button, or subscribe, or what everybody does on YouTube these days, right? See you in the next one. Cheers.